So yeah, with that being said, I do use cool tones for my contour. Always cool for my contour, though I will go in with a warm color for kind of like a bronzer. But and for me, bronzer, especially for dark skin, is pretty much like a baby contour, except for it's more blown out and a contour is more concentrated. So this is the color that I like to use for my bronzer, for my all over blowout, kind of shade my forehead, shade. And then I go in concentrated with something cool, whether it be a cream, whether it be another powder, another foundation, a concealer. I'm going to talk to you about all of that right now. So I've really been loving to contour with foundation lately. The thing I've been loving about it is you don't have to work hard to blend it in, so it barely moves your foundation. It blends in so naturally, and I feel like liquid lays on your skin just so beautifully. So lately I've been loving to contour with foundation. That's what I'll be doing today because I feel like that technique is underutilized on my channel and YouTube completely. But as far as that goes, for my one contour, you guys know that I love dark chocolate from LA Girl. If you need to see me like swoon over this, I will have a link in the bottom bar. I love it. And then from Makeup Forever, I'm absolutely in love with color R540 Makeup Forever. You need cuter names for your stuff. It gets confusing, you know. I also have an LA Girl concealer. This is in dark cocoa. I think every dark skinned girl on YouTube probably uses this to contour her nose at least because it just fits the brush. It's just perfect. It's a good tone. So we all love that. I also have a new one thanks to Jazzy. Guys, if you don't follow Jazzy, you got to go check him out. You got to check out Jazzy. You got to check out Shayna Strawberry. I know you guys are like, oh my God, so you're going to do this and you're not going to talk about Teak? You know I'm going to talk about Teak. I love Teak. Teak. Oh my God. I put Teak on, okay? Okay, so just know that Teak is bae. Just know that Teak is bae. Now, I believe that this is the concealer equivalent to the Makeup Forever R540. This one is R52. It is so beautiful. It is so deep. It is so beautiful and so dark. I might use that today on the side of my face to contour in combination with the Makeup Forever in the Makeup Forever in the LA Girl. I'm going to use those three. I do also have Teak in this compact. This is called Witty Espresso, and this is more of a color correcting foundation tone. It has a little bit of that built-in peach, though you can be this tone and not use it as a color correcting. I like to use this as color correcting. I like to use a little bit of this, blend into my skin really, really well before I go in with my foundation. I had this one from NARS sitting there. It looks very much like my skin tone, though this is a very, very dark powder. It's more of a neutral, basic browns and golden or cool. I had no idea that this was going to fit my skin. I didn't think it would work as a contour powder, but this is a really, really great powder. This is from Melina. Well, it's called Melina and it's from NARS. You guys know that my contour powder bae is from Lancome and it's cool. You guys knew that, right? If you didn't know that, you know what? I don't have time. I don't have time. You should know this by now. These are things that you guys need to know by now. I'm tired of them. Hey! Okay, so let's get in and do this contour. I know you guys are tired of hearing me talk. So first, I'm going to go in with LA Girl Dark Cocoa right here. And the only time that I'm able to do like a bronzer first and then a powder is when I contour with powder. And I will show you that on this side of the face. But let's go in with the dark foundation over here. So let's get in and do this contour. I know you guys are tired of hearing me talk. So first I'm gonna go in with LA Girl Dark Cocoa right here. And the only time that I'm able to do like a bronzer first and then a powder is when I contour with powder. And I will show you that on this side of the face. Look at the color. Look at it. Beautiful. It's my favorite. I'm going to take it on a flat foundation brush. And I'm going to feather it in. I'm going to come down here and close off my jaw. And just close this off so it doesn't look like you have mad face. You know what I mean? You need to close your face off. This is where my face ends. So, close that off. And then you can sweep this back. It's all about cheating light. Look. I lost so much weight for you, baby. And just sweep it in, sweep it back, okay? Blend it, okay? So now I'm just gonna go in, sweep that. If you feel like there's too much here, just take it. I'm gonna sweep it around my forehead, around the lines. Feather it in. It gives a very beautiful angle, right? Then I'm gonna go in right? Oh, doesn't that just make you want to dab? Don't you want to just dab on them right now? I will say that I never bring my foundation, my contour into my mouth area, but it will give you the ultimate death contour face. But you can go in and kind of bring that area back through with a little bit, just a tiny smidge of your original foundation color. Ooh. Okay, I would have been so pissed if I did that right now. And I will also say that now seeing these two side by side, that the LA Girl is way cooler too than the Makeup Forever one. And then if you wanted to come in here and kind of re-highlight, you would have like crazy face. Okay, so that was dark chocolate. This one is... So this is the cool from LA Girl, and then this one right here is the dark warm one from Makeup Forever. I'm just gonna sweep these two together. I'm just gonna do my nose. There's probably a little bit too much product up there, but I'm just gonna do my nose because on this side I'm gonna do powder. I'm gonna spray the tip of this sponge and mush it down. But now I'm just gonna go in. Just going in and just cleaning this up with a tiny bit of the concealer that I use, just because I didn't want to bring it in that low. Okay, so as you can see on this side of my face, I'm contoured, like so contoured. What you can do is you can go in, stipple it, make it softer. This is a very precise contour. Generally, if your contour is a little bit stronger than you like, this is stronger than I prefer, but I like it. You can just go in and just softly blend it out. You can take a tiny bit of foundation and blend over the color. But this was for demonstration purposes. So right now I'm going to show you how I like to go in with my warm powder first, kind of like, oh, this brush was wet. Why did I do that? Go in with more of a warm powder, and then I'll go in and do a cool concentration. And as you can see, the powder is giving my face like some darkness. That's kind of how I bronze, whatever you want to call it. And then I go in with, where's my brush? I just had it. Oh, it's right here. I was gonna freak out. Oh, I hate that. So now that I kind of have this bronze go on, what I like to do is go in with a smaller head brush with a little bit of a cool, deeper powder. I love my Lancome 560 Cool Suede. We just talked about this now. And I love to go in and do more precision. And you can still come in, close your face off down here, and powder, right? Go in with a little bit of it on your brush. There you go. Go in around the top of my forehead with the warm powder first, just because I need a little bit of coverage up there. Bring it in around my forehead. Sweep it. Like there's no product on the brush at this point. but you're just doing it for effect, for fabulosity, and for blending, you know, and you're bomb. Now, I know you're like, oh my god, but you didn't set your foundation before you did all these things. What I will say is I didn't have to set this side because it was cream. This side, I kind of set it by using my bronzing powder, though you will find sometimes if you do that, that it might oxidize more than you like. So if you're going to do a powder contour, you can most definitely set your face first. But I wanted to show you guys, you know, kind of how I do. So now I'm going to go in and bake. Now, though this video is not about baking, I do have a video all about powder, my favorite powder and why. And I will have that linked in the bottom bar if you're interested in checking that out. By the by, if you did see that video, you know what's in my baking powder. It's a combination of Dermablend and Ben Nye and It Cosmetics and so many brands. So basically, I'm just going to go in and bake, and that's setting your foundation, finishing it off, turning it to a powder. If you have a very dry center of your face, you can go in lightly with a brush and set it, but I have a very oily T-zone and around my face is drier. So I really have to set the T-zone. And then the rest of the face, you know, me may be able to wing it, but I'm going to show you how I set my face. Now, doing that is going to ensure that you get powder in all the creases, all the nooks, all the crannies. It's not going to crease. You know, another way is to lightly pull your face and take a nice soft brush and sweep it. But I personally don't want to do that right now. I like the sponge method. It applies a lot of product. And then you can brush a lot of it away. It's very precise and you don't have to touch your face. And rather than lay it, you do want to push it into your skin. You can roll if you like. If you're looking for a lot of color payoff from your bake, push roll and then maybe brush some on top. I don't want a lot to any color payoff at all. I just want to set it and I kind of want to just highlight that area just a tiny bit, even though I don't need it. Another thing I want to say is a lot of people say HD powders have flashback, yada yada yada. I've been seeing people trying to set their face with HD powders. You don't set your face with those. Those are finishing powders. That's the powder that you take and you brush over your whole face. That's the finishing powder. You take that and brush it all over and finish your makeup. I'll be doing that a lot too. I'll be like, okay, now I gotta say that better. Like, okay, now that didn't sound right. So now I'm just lightly brushing away my extra set. And if you feel like, oh no, my brush is gonna like do something to my makeup, I used to feel that way, just take a little powder, tap it into your brush, and then slightly go in and just do it with finesse. You know, you can. This is my eye lift sponge. This is from tiptouchcosmetics.com. This is a balm sponge for under eye area. Dip into the product and sweep it, sweep it, sweep it. Sweep it back and forth. Close your eye, sweep it lightly. You could also, if it feels like it's crepey or if it tends to look crepey, just set with a setting spray. Or use products that have a set. Use concealers that come to a finish, that don't stay ooey gooey. So this way you won't have to set it. So with HD powders and stuff, like I was saying, you're not really supposed to take them on a sponge or a puff or anything like that and set your makeup. Like the HD powder that I'm loving right now in particular is from It Cosmetics, and it's bomb. Okay, you just take your little fan brush. You could also use this brush, but I like the fan brush. Take your fan brush, lay it in the product. It's very light, so it's gonna fly, and you just sweep it to finish your makeup. It's a finishing powder. It's not a setting powder. It's gonna give you beauty. I love HD powders, and it makes me so sad when I hear people rank on them because they're using them improperly. They're such a beautiful product. Look at that. It gives you blur. Same thing with the Hourglass powders. They give you Angel Kiss highlight. They don't give you walking down the street looking hot. They don't give you that kind of highlight. They give you Angel. They give you, ooh, is she wearing, oh my God. Are you wearing makeup? Is your face beautiful as fuck? It's very ethereal. So this is more of a natural blown out contour, and this is a very precise eat my shorts. Cuff your man. Let me see your ankles. I know you're ashy. This is a judgmental contour. You don't want to meet this girl in a dark alley because she's going to be looking at your eyelashes like, ooh, bitch, the corner of your eyelash is about to pop free. Why your eyes watering? She's judgmental. This is bad, twin. And this is Destiny. This is Destiny. This is bad, twin. So now I'm going to go in and I just like to sweep my brush over all of the colors of the palette. Then I like to just very softly. I like colorless highlight, you know. I like for it to just come out of nowhere, like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my boyfriend. Like very angelic kind of flow. Oh, I love the Hourglass powders. Oh my God, it's so bad. I really do love them like so much. I have to say that they're some of my favorites because I prefer a colorless highlight. Okay guys, so as you can see, I went in, I added some lashes, I did some light brows and a lip. I will have all information on all of the products on my face in the bottom bar, as well as on the screen somewhere. If you want to see some brows and some lips or perhaps a full face separate from a long video like this, again, I will have some in the bottom bar. I just wanted to show you the results of me using a whole bunch of my favorite products, using them properly and with purpose, especially on dark skin, on any skin. I can't even say especially on dark skin, but the products that I used, especially on dark skin, are going to give you absolutely, positively beautiful results. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, definitely feel free to leave them below. Go ahead and subscribe to this video and make sure you hit the bell so you get a notification every time I put out a new video, because you guys know that I put out videos very sporadically, but make sure you subscribe, like, share this video, and hit that bell. Alright guys, as always, I want to thank you so much for commenting, rating, and subscribing. I'll be in touch, and hopefully you'll do the same. Bye guys.